and welcome to my channel for the first time. This is Shelf Indulgence, where I talk about books, authors, genres, and just any literary thing. Today, I want to discuss Freida McFadden, an author who's become an absolute titan in the psychological thriller genre. She has specialized in writing what most people call popcorn thrillers, meaning fast-paced, entertaining, and relatively lighthearted. Her books have really become something that you could sit and binge for a simple story and maybe a compelling twist depending on the novel. I have recently read 4 of her books, which have each varying degrees of quality. I would like to discuss her most popular story today, though. Let's start with The Housemaid, which is arguably her most famous work. Heads up, this is not a spoiler-free review. Please read the book if you're even slightly bit interested in the novel. It's included, free if you have Kindle Unlimited. Just a quick heads up. Here's a quick summary for people who need refreshers or others who don't want to read the book. The novel follows Millie Calloway, a recently released ex-con living in her car after losing her job and apartment. Desperate, she becomes a live-in housemaid for the wealthy Winchester family. Nina, the erratic wife, mistreats her, while Andrew, the charming husband, seduces her. After Andrew kicks out his wife and stepdaughter, he locks Millie up, revealing his history of domestic abuse. The story shifts to Nina's perspective. She deliberately hired Millie, hoping Andrew will attack her, so she could kill him in self-defense. Millie ultimately traps and tortures Andrew in his own attic, and doing what Nina wanted, leaves him to die. She ends up getting away with it thanks to a cop whose daughter was who was Andrew's past victim, and in the end, Millie takes another housemaid job for a women in an abusive relationship, hinting at her new role as a protector of battered women. Okay, so now we could delve into the flaws of this story. The twist is fun, but you do have to suspend your disbelief. The more you think about it, the more it starts to unravel. The narcissistic abuser just lets his wife hire a housemaid. And why does the landscaper Enzo try warning Millie in Italian that she's in danger when she first comes to the house, when he is actively co-conspirating with the wife Nina? The odds of finding a person so specific are questionable. Nina has to make sure that this woman not only gets seduced by her husband, but also has the capabilities of killing him. I know she's a criminal past, but it's a jump in assumptions. Incredibly, Millie gets off scot-free after a detective not only finds a body that has died from dehydration with multiple missing teeth and bloody pliers nearby. And what are the odds of him somehow being connected to one of Andrew's past victims that he just lets Millie go? Her luck in this story is astounding. I was actually surprised by the twist. I won't spoil the next installment in the Housemaid trilogy, and yes, it's a trilogy, but the sequel, The Housemaid's Secret, not only lacks any significant secret, but also presents a twist that feels so obvious, especially once you get used to Freida McFadden's writing. Also, none of the characters are particularly likable, especially since the main character, Millie, immediately tries homewrecking a relationship and justifies it because the wife is seemingly mentally ill. There are some positives in this story. Unlike Freida McFadden's other work, I was pleasantly surprised to see the main character actually get to fight back. In her other novels, there is some random third party or a leading man that defeats the big bad. So Millie's violent and brutal revenge on Andrew was such a breath of fresh air. Millie herself was pretty entertaining protagonist, even if her decision to homewreck a marriage was kind of jarring. She's incredibly capable, and I can't stress this enough. Her immediate response and willingness to resort to violence when she discovers the true nature of the man is just make it such a fun read. Too many times when reading thrillers, most of the protagonists are women, is that it always someone else saves them, even in McFadden's own work. However, we don't see this side of Millie at the very end, until the very end, so it's unfortunate we don't have more time with the husband killer side of herself. If you're looking for any non-McFadden thrillers, I would personally recommend Hidden Pictures. That's a supernatural story about a woman who works as a nanny for a young boy with a strange and disturbing secret. It's actually really good. It sounds a little basic, but I assure you. Another great option is Ask for Andrea. It's a psychological thriller in which 3 women murdered by a serial killer become ghosts seeking justice. They aim to stop their killer from committing further crimes. And that one's also really fun. So those are the 2 I would recommend. Not McFadden. Overall, Freida McFadden books are a fun and easy read. It's all very surface level, and the books have yet to get a higher than a 3 out of 5 on my GoodReads, but they do come with Kindle Unlimited. And like I said, it's popcorn thriller. It's not like trying to be like the next Stephen King novel. It's just really simple and just fun to read. So thank you for watching, and consider leaving a like and subscribing if you're interested in more book reviews. Or put down any suggestions in the comments. I love new material to read. Bye!